Do you feel stuck in your life, in your career, and you're not quite sure what's next or how to even get there? You're definitely not alone, and that's completely normal. Career transitions can feel difficult and frustrating. It's like any other transition, like death or divorce. We start to potentially spiral or question, what's my purpose? So the first thing I want to encourage you to do is to actually sit in that space and reflect. Not to stay stuck for long, but to use that as an opportunity to really get to know who you are and revisit some of your strengths and your values. What's really important to you? What lights you up? What are some of the things that are really non-negotiables for you at this point in your life? Maybe you really care about family, connection, community, flexibility. Identify your top 3 or 5 core values and why they're important to you. The second thing I want you to do is to take an assessment of yourself and your strengths. What do you do really well? Remember the things that make you who you are and those moments when you were really successful. Often we go from accomplishment to accomplishment and we forget all the great things that we did. So come up with 3 stories. What was a challenge? What did you do to solve that challenge? And what was the result? I like to call that my CAR model, C-A-R. C for challenge, A is the action you took, and R is the result or the impact that you made. Now identify 3 stories where you drove success, where you were able to create a change or impact somebody else. Now take a step back and think about what was it about you specifically that made it a success? There was something innate or inherent about your abilities that created something meaningful. Remember that. The third thing to do is to get clear on where you're getting stuck. Are you getting stuck because you feel insecure or you've lost confidence? Do you feel stuck because you've just tried so many things and you're not maybe having the focus that's required to see results? So identify where you're stuck and where you need more clarity. And throughout this entire process, what's really important is for you to have compassion for yourself, to be patient and kind, because it's all a growth experience and a process. And often we want to skip to the end result. We want to get out of the stuck and murky phase and move on to our next chapter. But be kind to yourself, be compassionate, and be patient, because self-discovery and looking at both our shadows and our light side can feel vulnerable. And then lastly, I want you to identify what's one thing you can do to move forward tomorrow or next week. One action that you can take to get you moving on your journey. That could be as simple as calling somebody that you trust or setting a goal for yourself. Perhaps you've been looking for jobs online and you've been throwing darts in the dark and not really having a clear strategy. Think about 3 or 5 roles that really speak to you or that sound interesting to you, and look into those a little bit more and how they align with your strengths. In my future videos, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about creating a compelling resume, profile, and personal statement that will set you apart and really help you put your best foot forward. In the meantime, please be kind to yourself and each other. Feel free to reach out with any questions or comments, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. For more guidance, download my free guide with step-by-step strategies and tips to get unstuck. All my best to you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.